Welcome to Break Into Tech Show with Professor Temi Akinwumi of My IT University, a multi-award-winning tech CEO, career coach, and mentor. With decades of hands-on tech career, will ensure your career dreams come true. Join our extraordinary show today on groundbreaking topic for a successful career. Do you want a $100,000 job as a cybersecurity professional, Scrum Master, Business Analyst Software QA, Cloud Architect, Data Analyst, Technical Recruiter, and more? Visit www.myituniversity.com to schedule a call. Come and get inspired to secure a lucrative job, keep the job, and grow on the job. Relax, receive, and see results. We're glad you're here. Share, like, and comment.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining. Welcome to your Break Into Tech show. My name is Professor Temi Akinwumi, and I'll be your host for today. And I hope you are doing well wherever you're joining me from. Thank you so much. If you are trying to break into tech, this is the right platform for you, because here on this show, we inspire you, we guide you, we mentor you, we coach you to break into tech, keep the job, and keep growing on the job. We've been on this platform now for the past 3 years, and I'm super excited that we are giving back and empowering the community. And also, myself, I've been in tech for 3 decades, and I've been mentoring now for the past 18 years. I would like to meet you if you are joining for the first time. Feel free to leave your information in the comment, like name, just first name, and where you're joining us from, so I can welcome you. Thank you so much, everybody. Rita, welcome. I hope you are doing well. Nice to see you again. I hope you are doing well. That's one of our engineers. Rita, welcome. Long time. Yes, I'm always there. I've been here, but it's been a while. I know you've been so busy with your job. Thank you so much. Everybody, welcome. Good morning. I hope you are doing well. Good afternoon, good evening. I know you are joining me from all over the world. Thank you so much. Today is powerful. We're going to be discussing. Anytime I come back here, I'm always giving back to the community. We've empowered more than 1,000+ engineers into tech. And you will not be an exception. If you've been trying so hard to break in, I'm here to help you. Schedule a call with me on myituniversity.com or just send me a text, and I will help you, guide you. You don't want to just start a journey that you don't understand. You want to understand your journey. You want to have a strategy. Just like we're discussing about, RMF, GRC, and all that, you need to have a framework of your studies. You need to have a framework for your career. So you know what is next. What is next? After this, then what? So that's why I want to meet with you. So just schedule a call with me or text me so I can help you get started. We have programs that are starting, so you feel free to join our upcoming classes. Like, for example, we have a class that we are starting on March 8th. It's a Saturday class. Feel free to join that. One thing I want you to know that you want to understand what you're trying to break in. That's why I like to speak to people. And also I have on this Friday, this coming Friday, I'm going to be having an open house, a webinar for people that are trying to break into cybersecurity so that they can understand what they're trying to break into and give them an idea of what our program entails. Because our program entails 5 pillars. It's 5 pillars. If you get to anywhere and they want to train you only, run. It's not enough. It's training, it's coaching, it's mentorship, it's internship, and it's on-the-job support that we're going to be giving here. So feel free. Rita is one of my students. You can speak to her, and I've mentored her to tech. So a lot of them are all around me all the time. I want to thank our 2 engineers that won their award from last week. Thank you so much for being there with us. Is any of them here? Are they here yet? Are any of them here? Okay, so some of them won their award last week from participating in the quizzes and the question I passed, and they got their gifts from my IT University. So sit tight, because today too, you might be the one to win the award today. So today, we're going to be discussing very wonderful topic, which I'm going to be bringing up shortly so we can get started. Okay, so schedule a call with me, reach out to me. You have any question, feel free to also reach out with your questions and I'll help you. I mentor my student for a lifetime. Okay, so I don't mind to help you that way. Don't forget also that you need to map your career. So if you need mapping your career to know exactly the strategy and to even query yourself and see, there's some loopholes that you have as you are breaking or you are in already, I would like you to buy our Tech Jumpstart book. It's on our website, my IT University. Just go in there. You see those books, how to jumpstart your tech career or how to map your tech career and have a strategy in place. Everybody must have a strategy in place. And don't also forget our trial box. You need to get a trial box, which we call it tech trial box. It has all sort of text interview prep, resume, LinkedIn profile augmentation, hiring manager question tools, salary negotiation, and all the frameworks as videos, little videos that guides you so that you'll be able to be prepped for your interviews. So it's the AI Tech Trial Box interview prep videos. Get it on our website as well. It's part of our curriculum. You see, that shows you how powerful that program is. So, and I will encourage you to get it. And also, don't forget there are 5 book series. The book series for interview preps. It's going to be available on Amazon. We're going to be launching it live on Monday. So we have this book series to prep you for interview, scenario-based question star method. So it's going to really help. I really help a lot of people with these things, and it's just making it available for the public at this point. So thank you so much, everybody. I truly, truly appreciate you. I truly, truly appreciate your time. So you're going to always learn from this platform. I don't come to any platform when I know that I'm not prep. As in, I'm always like prep 4 hours at least to prep these slides. I'm telling you, 4 or 5 hours. So whenever I come here to the community, I'm giving back. So I thank you for joining, and I'm promising you that you will not be just here for nothing. You will learn a lot today that you'll be happy that you came to be part of this program today. So today we're going to be looking at SIEM tools. Many a times we have exposure to GRC, governance, risk and compliance. We have exposure to a lot of tools, some tools, but you may not have all the tools, even though we taught the tools in classes and all that. But I just want to expose us and discuss more about different tools so that will guide you into how those tools are utilized in the industry. For example, we have this SIEM tool. In this series I'm going to be bringing different tools, from time to time. Today I'm bringing in SIEM tools. We're going to discuss how SIEM tools are used. We're going to discuss how they are implemented in the organizations. We're going to use case studies from healthcare and financial and all that. So it's going to be quite some series on this. If you are glad about that, give me a thumbs up. Let me see. Are we on the same page on this? And it's going to be coming live every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern time, right? But you can watch it anytime. If you are not available, if you're watching me after that, it's okay. You are still part of the community. Very good. So we're going to be looking at SIEM tools, Security Information and Event Management Systems, SIEM. So SIEM solutions are critical tools in security operations. We have security operations. They collect they collect all those information, all those logs. You have your firewall, you have your all this, your Splunk. You have different things that we have different intrusion detection system, intrusion prevention systems. All of those system having their logs, and the logs are sitting database logs. These SIEM tools, we can use it to correlate and aggregate all these logs. We're going to talk about that. I'm just giving you a preamble into that. So they collect, they analyze and respond to security events in real time, helping your organization detect threats and ensure compliance and investigate your incident effectively. That's an introduction into the concept. I want you to sit tight so that you can really gain a lot from this program today, and also chime in as we go. Feel free to introduce yourself, your name, and where you're joining us from. It's not going to take too long of your time today. Key function of SIEM. Do you use SIEM at work? Rita, do you use SIEM at work? Anybody? Do you use SIEM at work? Let's make it interactive. You know, I like to make these programs interactive. Any of you use SIEM at work right now? What are the key functions of SIEM? We use it for log collection and aggregation. They gather logs from various devices, like I mentioned, from all the firewalls, from your endpoint to your servers. You have logs coming from database, web server, security logs, and all that. Okay, we gather all this log together. They are all in their own different devices. When you have logs everywhere, you can use them effectively. So that's why we have a centralized area where all these logs are gathered together. We collect it together. We forward it into this area, which is this tool that helps us create a report from it. So number 2, real-time threat detection. So used for correlation rules and AI to identify security incidents. So because we're able to pass all this information to one centralized location, you are able to query this location. You are able to query this. It's pretty much like a database, right, of all this information, right? So you use it for correlation rules. You set up rules, and you set up some filters so that you can see exactly what, and you use AI to identify security threats. So you can see all those threats in real life. As it's happening, you can see it right there on this tool, right? And then number 3, incident response and investigation. So once you notice there's a threat, it can help us, security team, analyze and respond to that threat. Okay, Rita said, we do, but I have not used it yet. Okay, very good. So you can see those because you get alerts, this is a threat, and you can even analyze and see it yourself. But when there's any threat or things like that, it's sent an alert so that you can know something's happening and you can check it. Right. It's really good. Right. And also number 4, compliance reporting. So ensure adherence to frameworks like it doesn't matter if your organization is implementing ISO 27001, NIST, or GDPR, or PCI DSS, or EPA. This is another defense in depth, because there's another area where you can set up on your organization for you to be able to, use for incident response to check all this, incident. If you have questions, feel free to ask. Okay. So there are different ones. There's so many organizations that have different tools. Okay. So SIEM tools are very important. And we're going to be looking at the different popular solutions. We have the Splunk, we have the IBQ Radar, we have the Microsoft Center, we have the ArcSight, we have the Logarithm. Okay, guys, I don't know which ones you guys have seen or used, but know these things because these are skills you want to mention, even in your resume that because we will do some of them in class. Okay, even in mentorship and internship, we do all these things. Splunk, enterprise-grade SIEM with AI-driven threat detection. Okay, we have that. We have the IBM Q Radar, AI-powered SIEM with robust analytics and threat hunting. Okay, let's talk about all these threats, vulnerability, and assets. Okay, let's look at that, the 3 elements, and also risk. Why do we use SIEM tools? What is the issue? Because I know some of you here are not even conversant or familiar with cybersecurity. Maybe you are new, and most of the things I'm saying probably just flying up over your top of your head. It's okay. If it's flying on top of your head, it's okay, because a time will come that you might think you don't understand anything, but just sit on and listen. It will sink in, and whenever you hear SIEM next time, you've known it. That's a trick to take. Don't say, oh, I don't know it. I don't know what they're saying. Let me just go. No, stay. By the time next time, you will not be a visitor to this topic. You will know it from back of your hand, like the back of your hand. So let's talk about assets. You have an asset. Your asset is whatever you're trying to protect in your organization. Your asset is anything. It can be your servers, it can be the people that work with you, it can be your process, it can be your technology. Okay, that's your asset. Your asset is vulnerable because there's a gap in your security efforts. Okay, you are not protecting it. Maybe you don't have a password, your password is weak, people are not trained, all those things, you don't have your update done on time, you are just not doing the right things to protect your organization. You are vulnerable. Your system is vulnerable, right? Well, so now, since you are vulnerable, there's a gap in your security effort. Then what is threat? Threat is anything that can exploit the vulnerability of your assets. For example, if you have computer and you don't have a password, anybody can log into that computer, right? So now your computer is your asset. It's vulnerable because you don't have a password. A threat is anybody that will log in that is not authorized to log in. So that is now putting you at risk, because now if a threat will exploit the vulnerability of your asset, there's a chance or probability that is going to happen. If that happens, then you're at risk. We see? So now those risks is what we want to manage those risks. That's why we talk about risk management. Because those risks can have impact on your organization. The impact can be high, moderate, or low impact based on the effects on your confidentiality, integrity, and availability, which is your security objectives. That is why you are doing security in the first place. You want your information to be confidential, you want to have integrity of information, and you want your information to be available. That's it, guys. In simple terms, that's cybersecurity for you. So now that we know that, let's now look at, we have all this threat that's trying to exploit our vulnerability. How do we protect ourselves against it? One of the ways is to start getting logs of what is happening, and so that we can correlate these logs into one area to see what is going on everywhere. See, many of you might have been a security officer in your past life or currently. You see how you sit at the lobby and then people come in and you put it down in the logs that, okay, so and so came in today, it's after hours, so and so happened in the lobby or in the loading dock and stuff like that. The same thing, these SIEM tools help us to correlate all these logs of events and activities happening in the system. Does that make sense? I'm trying to break it down to your layman terms, and that's how I teach. I break things down to layman terms so you can really understand what I'm teaching you to your level, not just speaking all these big grammars for nothing that you don't even understand. So I tend to bring it down to our levels, okay? So we have all these different tools that's going to really guide. So you have these different tools, like I mentioned, ArcSight, Logarithm, Microsoft CentOS, so that you'll be able to answer some of the questions you can get. Whoever gets my questions are the ones that will be getting these slides as their gifts and some other gift that we have. Okay, so open source SIEM options. What is the meaning of open source? When we say something is open source, what do we mean by that? I already started my award ceremony here. If you are getting, you must get 5 questions. If you get 5 questions, you get your gift. And one of the gifts is this slide today. I'm going to send it right away. And there's another gift I made. There's a book I made, Breaking into Cybersecurity. That person is going to get that book too. Two gifts for that person. 5, you must answer 5 questions. So stay tight. Okay, open source SIEM options. What is open source? I asked, put it in the chat if you know it. So we have Alien Vault. Okay, so Alien Vault, this SIEM with intrusion detection and vulnerability security. Okay, this Alien Vault is really good. They used to call it, they also call it AT&T security because AT&T bought them. Okay, so it's actually very good. It's a SIEM tool for intrusion detection system And many of you that might have done my lab classes, we use Alien Bot quite a bit for the lab class. And we're going to be having a lab class coming up later in the year. The lab class has all tools, all hands-on 8 weeks of all hands-on tools. It's really good class. We also have Elastic SIEM, okay? So we call it the ELK stack, open source SIEM for log monitoring and security, analytics. And we also have the Wazoo, free open source as well, platform for threat detection and response. Since nobody's answering the question about open source meaning pretty much most of these tools, you have the free version of it. It's free and open. The source is open. You can take the source and create your own and call it whatever name you want to call it, like Rita, Vault, SIEM, right? Since Rita is the only one that's my friend today. She's the only one that's talking to me. Everybody else. Okay, Biola, welcome. Welcome, Biola. Thank you. Open source is free access platform for information. Thank you so much. I hope you are doing well today. Very good. Don't be scared now. This is your platform. It doesn't matter if you don't know tech yet. That's why you are here, so I can help you. So don't be scared to talk to me, use this. What's this platform called? Break into Tech Show at my IT university. It's your IT university. So let's talk. Let's discuss. So let's look at SIEM use cases. How do we use this SIEM? For threat detection, identify potential security incident in real time, right? So if there's any potential security incident, it can detect that threat in real time. Number 2, incident response. Analyze and respond to detected threats quickly. So it can analyze it. By next week, I'll be coming with questions, the multiple choice that we can discuss and elaborate on the answer. So listen, this is an introduction so we can get started. It's going to be series. And we're going to implement this thing for a healthcare organization. We're going to implement it live here. So I want you to stay tight. I'm not just bringing this information. I want to teach you in series. So you see how it works. You have the understanding. We talk about how do we ask questions, and then we implement it from step by step. Okay. So we also have number 3, compliance. So it helps to meet regulatory requirements like the GDPR, the EPA, and the PCI DSS. And all these frameworks are what we're doing in our classes, both for mentorship, internship, and live class. Okay, and also forensic, investigating past incidents for root cause analysis. Something has happened. You're able to look back and say, okay, what happened? What caused it? So we can learn in retrospect, not just say, oh, it has happened, so you just leave everything like this. Next time it's going to happen again. So it's going to help us for threat detection, incident response, help us to, meet our regulatory compliance requirement, and also it helps us to, investigate past incidents so that we know the root cause and be able to fix those. Does that make sense, guys? Is that making sense? If it's making sense, say yes. Give me a yes. Is it making any sense? Are you following me? Is it making sense? I need a yes from you if it's making sense, guys. Is it making sense? How SIEM detect threats? How does it work? Yes, very good, Rita. Rita said it's making sense. Bola said it's making sense. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, how does this SIEM tools work? Log collection. It gather area of the network. Once the data is gathered, number 2, okay, Celicia, thank you so much. I'm so glad you're able to join us today. So also it helps with normalization, standardizing. It helps log format for consistent analysis. I know some of you that are know about databases, you know what we talk about normalization. When we have all this information, it's pretty much data. We're trying to, kind of clean things up a little bit, make sure there's no duplicate, make sure everything is all cleaned up very well and good to go. So that's the same thing that's happening here. Standardized log format for consistent analysis. So the data information is consistent and it's good to go. And also correlation. Make sure you have a pen and notepad so you can also write some things down. Correlation, apply rules to identify pattern indicating potential threats, right? So it's applying rules. You will set up some rules that will help us filter things out and it will help us identify, okay, with this rule, we can say, okay, these ones we are picking it, these are indication of potential threat or compromise, indicator of threat or compromise. Number 4, yeah, Jesus I love. Very good. Thank you for that. You say you are getting it. Number 4, AI analysis. I always tell people, everybody's screaming of AI these days. AI has always been, even from past years, been in tech for so many years as a software engineer, as a developer, as a programmer, as a cloud architect, as cybersecurity. We've been using AI, machine learning, artificial intelligence forever in all these different tools. It was not just for public consumption until recently. So AI has always been in software engineering. So AI analysis use machine learning to detect anomalies and advanced threats. So any anomalies, any abnormality, any threat like that, AI can help us to detect it in cybersecurity. That's why I always tell people, don't think AI has come and cybersecurity is not going to work. No, AI and cybersecurity are twin sisters or twin brothers. They work collaboratively together. Cybersecurity protects AI and AI helps cybersecurity to get the job done quickly. So AI and cybersecurity, they work together in unison. So benefits of using AI and SIEM tools, which is also, really AI generated in some cases. Real-time threat detection. We're able to identify and respond to security incidents as they happen. So as they're happening, we can see it real life because everything has been, into one area, everything has been centralized. Yes, we aggregate everything, we correlate everything to one area of the SIEM and we can see everything together. We have faster incident response. So we're able to streamline investigation and remediation process. It's very fast because everything is together. It's not this maybe is a web application firewall or is a network firewall or what kind of firewall it is or firewall that is right there on our host. Everything is just in one location. We're not going to be poking around, right? So if it's the database logs or whatever, we can see right there, everything is together. It makes life easy for people that are working on those systems because it's not now in one location. And improve security visibility. So we gain a comprehensive view of your security posture. You can see what's going on in the organization. You can see the health of your security. So regulatory compliance meets requirements for various industry standard and regulation, right? So it helps with that. So recap, real-time threat detection, faster incident response, improve security visibility, and regulatory compliance. If you have questions, feel free to ask, guys. So what is difference between SIEM tools and SOAR? SIEM, SIEM, and SOAR. I know some students that I'm currently in my class right now. Remember we did incident response last week in your Security Plus class, and we talk about all these different tools in class too. So if you are going to be my student, you are getting exposure to this thing early so that when we get to that point, it's not going to be like I've never heard of it before. It should click, right? So SIEM, collect and analyze your log. It helps collect an analysis of your logs. right? And then I'm going to ask you a question about this thing even today. So make sure you get ready. Focus on threat detection and provide alert and reports. Thank you, Rita. I'm going to read your comments. Very good. SOA, automate incident response, orchestrate security workflow, and integrate with various security tools. So it helps us to automate our incident response. It helps us. We're going to bring all these tools to us. I'm going to be bringing more of these tools so that we can discuss each of them. Because I know if I wake you up in the sleep now about SIEM tools, you kind of know what I'm saying at this point. So you should. Okay. So SIEM implementation challenges. You know, many organizations, they try to implement these tools, but they have challenges that we are trying to help them to resolve. So let me first of all read what Rita says. SIEM focus on data collection analysis, while SOA focus on automation. Very, very good. Automating the incident response. Yes, exactly. Very good. So you already answered some of the questions. So you see, SIEM focus on collect our data, help us aggregate and correlate it, and then SOA help us to automate this process. Very good. So SIEM implementation challenges. What are the challenges that organizations are having out there? Skill gap. Finding qualified personnel to manage the SIEM. You know, it's hard to find good quality people like you all that can sit there and help them manage these systems. So that's what they're looking for you. Cybersecurity is looking for you. 2, false positive. What is false positive? Turning system to reduce alert fatigue. What is false positive? What is false negative? Guys, I need you to put it there. Number 3, data volume. Managing and analyzing large amount of log data. I need you to give me what is false positive, what is false negative. These are the first 2 questions I'm going to ask because you must pass 5 questions to get my 2 gifts. Data volume, managing and analyzing large amount of log data, right? It's used for large data volume, right? Integrating, connecting SIEM with existing security infrastructure. We integrate it. Integration is a problem. Some people don't know how to integrate, or when you integrate, it might not be working properly, so you continue to tweak it until it's work perfectly. And when you have large data volume, then you must know how to manage those data volume and also how to keep those data safe, right? Even on the SIEM tool. So don't forget my first 2 questions. Okay. I hope somebody can win today. I need to hear from you all. AI-driven analysis, one of the future of SIEM. We're making it more AI inclined, advanced machine learning for better threat detection, cloud integration. You know, everything now is going on the cloud. So we have seamless monitoring of cloud and on-premises environment. A lot of this, you know, can be on the premises environment. We use it on the data center, but a lot also on the cloud because we need to manage the cloud infrastructure. And also automated response, integrate with SOA for faster incident remediation and also user behavior. Okay, you're really trying so hard to win today, Rita. I can see that. Okay, so user behavior analytics, enhance detection of insider threat and can compromise. So it helps with that. See, one thing I know, I'll just say that, Rita, I give it to you because I met you on this platform and you know what you want. And you came to me after and you told me, this is my situation. And I help you from there. even until this day on your job. That is what I love. When you know what you want, guys, there's nothing you cannot get. That is passion for tech. Rudita is doing well in tech now, but she's here and she's typing, putting all this information. Even if you don't know this thing, at least try your best. You can research it now and put it. But some people are just here listening, don't do nothing. It's not good. If you want to break into tech, you have to be more than just passive. Tech people are very proactive and active people. You know, they have the audacity to try. And that is the only secret to tech. Even today that I'm here, my secret is the audacity. I do above and beyond. You know, I focus every single day I wake up. Any day I wake up is a day to do something new in tech. I'm telling you, and that's the only secret. If you can't have that kind of mindset, you can't do tech. So you have to start changing your mindset. When I talk about, you know, fixed mindset and a growth mindset, you can watch my video on YouTube. On YouTube, right now, I have almost close to 400 videos as time goes on. We have like 300 and maybe 80 something right now or more. So you go and watch them, you will see growth mindset. You will see that people that are very, not that they are super smarter than you. Don't say, oh, I'm not smart, I don't know anything. No, you are smart too. You just have to apply that. You apply yourself into the content, into the information. Okay? And always be a leader. Anywhere you are, don't hide. Show yourself. In tech, you show yourself and you shine. You don't hide. You don't hide yourself in tech. Put yourself out there and have the audacity to face it and talk about it. Be the authority in the field, guys. Okay? So we talk about, so let's see what data says. False positive occur when a security system mistakenly identify an activity, as threat, generating an alert for something that isn't actually threat, right? Yeah. So it means that it's actually said that it's generating an alert for something that's actually not malicious. It's false. It said it's positive, like there's a positive malicious event going on, but it's actually not true. So it's now false. False positive. Don't let it confuse you. False positive means it's not a real malicious event or activity, but it's announcing it to us in a false way that it is malicious. So it's a false positive. Let's use something that we know, so that, because this thing, there's no way you will do Security Plus exam that you will not see it. You will see it. Let me explain in a different way. Let's say somebody is pregnant. They say it is positive results. When we say it's a false positive result, meaning that the pregnancy result we think is positive, but it's false. You see that? So in this case, this one too, now I'm using things to explain it. It's false, it's not positive, it says positive, but it's not. So the same thing applied to the contrary, false negative. When system now fail, to really something that happens, but it cannot really detect it. So while a false negative happens when a system fails to detect a real threat, allowing malicious activity to go unnoticed. Thank you very much, Rita. You are really trying hard. So you're going to win the award today. So you're going to text me your email, because you are the only one that is winning this award. And let's see if anybody ever said any. Okay, but Biola, because you answer one question, I'm going to give you also the gift. So also text me your email. Your email. Both of you are winning the award today. Okay, very good. Be positive, guys, and be active. You never know. So if you want to break into tech, feel free to reach out to me. Okay, that's schedule a call with me, or text me. Just send me a text. We have a class that is starting, so you can also join the class. So we're going to have some SIEM related episode QA sections to discuss this and scenarios of usage of this SIEM, and challenges that the organizations are facing. I have a case study for a healthcare organization that's using SIEM and having issues. So we're going to discuss all of that, and we'll discuss on how to implement solutions for them. So make sure you are here, because in couple we're going to be doing these symptoms. These are your technical areas that you need to speak to, not just having GRC knowledge only, implementing controls and stuff. When I finish symptoms, I'm going to move into vulnerability management. I want you all to have exposure not only to GRC but also these other areas. So I've decided to add more and more and more to this platform. We do all these things in-house in our programs, but I want to give it to our community for free as well, so that you'll be learning as we go. Okay? So also make sure you subscribe to our newsletter, so that you are also part of our newsletter. We have newsletter on our website, My IT University, and also on YouTube. And also you can go to our website and register, click on newsletter that you want to subscribe, so that you can get, we send newsletter out at least 3 or 4 times a week. And there are free resources that will also guide you in your career. Okay, guys, does that make any sense, guys? Are you guys are you all listening? Are you all following me, guys? My special guys, are you all listening to me? Are you all listening? Okay, so this is our website, myituniversity.com. You will see a lot on our website. Okay, so this is the trial box. Once you log in the trial box, you can get the Security Plus. If you are prepping for Security Plus, this is a flashcard videos that's going to help you to prep simulated security questions. You can get it. There are coupons code on the other side. So they are all on sale, but you have to get to the back end. When you click it, that's when you see the coupon when you want to pay. And also there are a lot of incentive. You can also do after pay later, after pay, Klarna. They are all available. So you can extend your payment for 6 months or 12 months. Click on Klarna or after pay when you want to make the payment. This is a 5-book series. It's all the 5-in-1, and this is a tech jumpstart plan, so you can have your plan for your tech career. So any of this you can get if you want. It's going to really help you. You will never regret it. I'm telling you this. And it's for a lifetime. Also, you can come here and subscribe to, just register and click register me, so you can subscribe to our it's going to ask you, so you can subscribe to our program, so you can send your newsletter to you. And also come on the blog. You will see a lot of things in the blog that's going to help you. Most people, maybe you don't come here. I always put things there like every week. So this one was the salary negotiation, and this one is about secure your future with tech, with security and tech, and so on and so forth. So always come on our program. Okay, guys. And if you have, if you have young kids and you want them to start, I always tell people, if you are struggling to break into tech, your children should not go through the same thing. I'm telling you, your children should do better. They should already have their career set. Okay, so Rita said, guys, try the trial box. Yeah, you will not regret it. I have one. Excellent. I'm telling you. Very good. Effie Osho. Oh, Fola, welcome. Thank you. Jesus, I love. Okay. Thank you. Ashil. Oh, it's you. See, if you don't say anything, I won't know that you're here. So, guys, what I was saying is that if you are struggling to break into tech now, your kids should never have to go through it. Never. So that is why we have Kids Code Camp. I sit with these kids. They have their teacher, but me, I sit there too. Okay? They have level 1 and level 2. Level 1, they have it on Mondays and Wednesdays. They teach them about Scratch and all that. And they do their own games, even I teach the classes. on Tuesday and Thursday, they have the coding class for HTML, JavaScript, Python. You need to catch them young. These kids are playing game. They can make their own games. I encourage you to make sure that you reach out to these guys, to your kids, and let's engage them early. Okay, so reach out to me if you're interested. You can send me a text so they can register for those classes, the keys for the classes. There's a lot. They will do database, they do cybersecurity, leadership, and all that. Okay, so thank you so much, guys, for your time. So people that got the answer, Biola and Rita, send your information so I can send you your gift. I'll see you all next week on Wednesday, same time. Love you all. God bless you all. Enjoy your day.